I think we need to move on to another subject, and that you already touched upon it a bit, career advancement maybe. How well structured, because you see a lot of people having a very tight plan set out for themselves, and if those opportunities don't arise, they want to leave. How well structured is career advancement within such a global player, Shabazz?
Yeah, I what you're spot on. I think one of the things that I see that is a challenge is, you come up with a game plan, between the manager and employee to say, okay, in order to have a promotion or to move to the next level, these are some of the things that you want to do. We want to have you have stretch assignments, do some more projects that are above and beyond, where you get more visibility, more exposure, they have more complex scope. I think sometimes, unfortunately, it is because of internal or even external factors that those things don't materialize. And I mean, you're working on a project and suddenly the leadership changes so that you don't have a sponsor for that project, or other priorities come up, and now you have to put that project on hold, and those type of things happen a lot. You have been working with my team, so you know how that goes. So I think because of those starts and stops, I think it sometimes impacts people. I think the advantage, obviously, in a large organization, I saw that at GE, I see that at Amazon, is I think you compensate that by having really robust internal mobility. And I think that is one of the great ways that you kind of give people career advancement and be able to retain employees within the organization. Now, it is still unfortunate when someone is, working for me and decides to take on another internal role. But one of the things that I have learned in my career, and I think that's the way we operate also in Amazon, is that when an employee finds another opportunity within the organization, they don't necessarily have to go through their manager to start exploring those opportunities. And then it's a matter of, okay, when is the right time to transition and things of that nature. And I have found that it is always the right thing to do, is to really, kind of understand the why, but also, support that career advancement, because sometimes as a manager, that this individual may not be able to move to the next level if he or she stays in their specific role. So the only way they're going to move to the next level is to take on a different challenge in a different team, in a different function. And so I think those are advantages of a large global organization that's also really part of our culture. And that is one way we kind of retain a lot of employees. I know it's not easy to do that in a small and medium-sized organization. So I think in those organizations, you need even a much more structured career advancement opportunity, kind of a roadmap. You need more structure. I think the smaller the organization, the larger the organization, you can be scrappy and still be able to achieve that goal, right? But that's my observation. But sometimes when you have smaller organization, you want that very structured path for employees. Now, I'm not saying we don't have it. We have really very specific kind of methodology of how we promote program managers and product managers and what's in scope for different levels. And so employees know, if I need to go from A to B, then I need to work on much bigger scale and scope. So it's a combination of those things. And then the last thing, I think it goes back to the manager, and every manager can kind of does things a little differently. I'll give you an example. This year, I told my entire team of program managers, I said, I will approve one training, one certification, or one training you want to take. You want to go and get certified as a Scrum Master, or you want to get certified in Agile or program management methodology or Lean Six Sigma, whatever it is, pick a topic and go for it. I will support it. And this way, I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to do something that they are passionate about and that will help them individually to move to the next level. Hopefully that was well received. Not all employees took me up on it, but many did. And some of them really had great feedback that, oh, thank you. This was our first time that we got an opportunity to get certification in, a very kind of a very specific project management methodology that will help them, whether they stay in my team or they move to some other team internally, or they decide to go outside Amazon. Either way, it will help them long term.
Wow, it's very two very interesting and a bit counterintuitive things you say. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Very global setting, you still have this very individual supportive approach. And second, if you are a smaller organization, you need more structure and more perspective in this. So this is very interesting and a bit counterintuitive. So that's super. Yeah.
Yeah.